Renée Sferrazza, your sommelier, here to put amazing wine in your glass. And these are my liquid pleasures. This wine is beautiful, potent, heady, and delicious, and quite a special one. The Belle Glos Pinot Noir is known for its dipped wax bottle. And you really have to look at winemaker Joe Wagner online to see the process. He goes by Joe the Winemaker online, and if you click down below, you can see his social media account. It's pretty amazing. The wine in the glass is 100% Pinot Noir, and there's an amazing story behind it. Joe himself is a fifth-generation winemaker, and this wine tells the story of a vineyard, his family, and it's quite delicious. So let's get into it. In the glass, this wine is dark colored. It really has a long extraction process. Aroma-wise, you get tons of notes of cranberries, wild berry notes in there, a little bit of twigginess and cola spices as well. But there's a wonderful vanilla and cedar oak finish. Let's get onto the palate. On the palate, this is a beautifully smooth Pinot Noir, has a wonderful floralness that deposits just right on the tongue, but there's that classic Pinot Noir lift and that California boldness that you can get from this wine. Belle Glos produces noteworthy Pinot Noirs from California's coastal regions. All of them are very close to the Pacific Ocean. Each vineyard is selected and showcases a different sense of terroir. Some of them are cooler, have more fog, the climate's a little bit different. All of these individual senses of place create the terroir that you experience in the glass and in the bottle. Each one is giving a different sense of that locale and really having that Pinot Noir showcase the region to the fullest, including the Clark and Telephone. All of this care that goes into the glass is something that Joe Wagner was inspired to do and named the wine after his grandmother. Lorna Belle Glos Wagner was an original co-founder of Caymus Winery, and she was a really big inspiration to Joe Wagner himself. When he started making wines and focusing on Pinot Noir, he instantly thought of her, and that care is what he's been putting into the bottle. Now that we've tried the wine, I thought it would be fun to pair it with foods that match the vibe. This is a beautifully dipped wine bottle, so I thought, why not have some dipped foods with it too? Each and every single one of the foods I have show a different side of the beautiful Belle Glos Clark and Telephone Pinot Noir. Now I want to start off with some fondue, a classic dipped dish. Now fondue, it can be done with a cheese that's a little bit, a little bit stinkier. And with that, you're getting earthier notes and a lot of really deep flavors coming from that dish. That's going to bring out those beautiful fruit notes in this wine. You're going to have more entanglement and bring up the acidity of the wine, while those smooth tannins are just enough to cut through the creaminess of that cheese. Now, if you want to go for something with a little bit more spice, this is a wine that can handle it as well. I also have some chicken and curry bites here. I just love the smell of curry. You really get a ton of different spices in this, and it's going to react differently on the palate. When it comes to a spice dish, a great wine pairing is one that radiates those spices across the palate and doesn't quell them too much. That's exactly what you're going to get with this Pinot Noir. It really gives you those bright fruit notes, radiating spices, and a very calm finish, which really adds to the wholeness of the overall experience on the palate. And finally, to head up for dessert, you can't help but want to get a beautiful dipped strawberry and chocolate. I love this as a dessert. It's so fresh. And the reason why it works so perfectly with this Pinot Noir is because of the acidity in the strawberries. It's not a really cooked down jammy strawberry, so you have that brightness in there, and that chocolate is pairing with the beautiful deep mocha and toasted notes that you can get in the wine as well. The Clark and Telephone Vineyard is really quite interesting, and it has a story in and of itself. It was established in 1972 on own-rooted vineyards, and it's using the Martini clone in their vines. Now, what that really means is you're getting a specific sense of place. Even the vineyard itself showcases its own sense of climactic area. It's really close to the Pacific Ocean, only 13 miles away, and it has western-facing vineyards. Throughout the year, right up until August, you have breezes coming across the ocean and over the land. It's pulling in fog, cool breezes off the ocean, right up until August, and that is when the Santa Ana winds kick in. This results in a Pinot Noir that has beautiful florality. There's a warmness in there, but it's not overcooked in the fruit. Now, when it comes to the toasted flavors of this wine, this is a 100% Pinot Noir, but it's done in 100% French oak. 60% of it is new. That's where those toasted flavors are coming from. All together, from the vineyard to the winemaking process, you have a full description of that sense of terroir from vineyard to glass right here. What would you pair with the Belle Glos Clark and Telephone Pinot Noir? It's really a wine that has a lot of dimension to it, and I really want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Just put your comments down below. I will respond to them, I always do, and I'd love to show you where to get this wine to add to your cellar as well. I've put it all in the caption. Like and subscribe because I will be back with more liquid pleasures soon.